Welcome back to the Marvel Movie Minute, a daily podcast in which we disassemble a film for the Marvel Cinematic Universe into 1-minute segments and then examine it in obsessive and occasionally hilarious detail. I'm Kyle Olson from the Swashbuckling Ladies Debate Society podcast.
Hey, and I'm Rob Cabasco, and Kyle.
Yes, sir.
Ancient Greece. Okay, ancient Greece in terms of what we think of classic civilization. What about maybe 1,500, 1,700 years? Okay, from like 1200, 12th century BC to maybe 600 AD. Obviously, we have so much to thank them for. The height, probably somewhere in maybe the 500, 700, 500 BC. We have so much to thank the ancient Greeks for. Philosophy, medicine, democracy, feta, everything. we have so much, right? But there's one thing we really got to thank them for. You know what it is?
What's that?
Wrestling.
Oh, I thought you were going to say columns.
Well, I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot of things. Okay,
there's a lot of things.
But wrestling, and I'm talking
Heroes.
like traditional. Of course, I mean the baklava. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So the wrestling,
Saganaki. Sorry, I keep coming with more.
Oh
Sorry.
no, Opa,
Wrestling.
the cheese.
Opa!
I mean, come on. So, hello to all of our Greek,
shout out to our
Greek
fans.
Absolutely. Long overdue. So wrestling. And, this was the most popular organized sport in ancient Greece. It's the first competition to be added to the Olympic Games that was not a foot race. That was added in 708 BC. I mean, we're talking a long time here. Why do I bring this up? Because it made me think when we see our friend here, Natalie, take down Justin Hammer with which I would say this is just a straight arm bar takedown.
I was thinking that. Yeah, straight arm.
Right? That's what this is. We saw the beginning of it at the end of the last minute. We see it in this minute. I mean, it's simple because Justin Hammer's he's not going to put up a fight. It made me smile. I was like, oh, look at that. She's got this. If that doesn't work out for Natasha, NXT is waiting for her. She can totally, I'm sure she could be fine.
There's a superhero wrestling league inside the Marvel Universe.
Oh.
It's called the Unlimited Class Wrestling Federation. So, it's true because that's above regular class. It's the unlimited class. So this is like the thing. Ben Grimm wrestled in this. So like all those superpowered ones. So there. It does exist, so should they decide to go that way, they could do a wrestling-style show inside the MCU. I'm telling you, it's right there waiting for you.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
So here we are at minute 99 of Iron Man 2 from 2010, directed by Mr. Jon Favreau. And we're picking up where we left off, which is Justin is just about to make contact with the table. He is trying to dismiss the women who have come here to try and figure out what's going on and to help out. He has called them a very, very awful name, which will not be said. And so as we ended minute 98, he had been grabbed by Natasha and was being moved. And now as he gets slammed down onto the table and his glasses go a-flying. I think that might be a picture wrap on Justin's glasses. I don't think we see them again. And so he is being. First of all, it is a great shot in terms of like where they put the camera, because they put the camera down below the table, looking up as you see Justin's face smashed sideways into the table, and then behind. Then there's up to you see Pepper on the other side, and it's just great. Like everybody's in shot.
Wait, okay. What I love
such a great shot composition here.
Well, no, and when they do it, they cut then to a shot of Pepper. Yeah. And let me just say something. Gwyneth Paltrow kind of gives off the expression, and I don't think this is. I couldn't find out if it was. It's almost like she has this expression where she goes, "Whoa, whoa," right? Like, and it's almost like a cut of like if she actually did smash Sam Rockwell's face into the table, where someone just goes, "Oh, wait, that one's supposed to happen." That's kind of how she has this expression.
Like,
it's a
I don't
great
want to screw up this shot if that was supposed to happen, but it's also like there's the Gwyneth was there a minute, and then all of a sudden Pepper showed back up because we're like, "Oh, was that supposed to?" Oh, it's fine.
Like, whoa, we're really doing this. Okay, all right. Which is cool though, because it's also. And then I'm not saying that's what it is, but that's what the character should be doing, because this is where the character goes, even though she has witnessed Natalie showing some prowess in terms of hand-to-hand combat in the past, because we did see this earlier in the movie when they were in the boxing ring. She's now seeing whoa, there must be more to her than what she sees, but she's on my side. So, okay, let's do this. That's kind of what you get from that expression.
Yeah. So goodbye, Natalie. Hello, Natasha. Because at this point, she is like, the secret agent thing is done. Like, okay, so now it's time for the real Black Widow to show up. So she slams him down on the table and says, "You tell me who's behind this. Who's behind this?" She's like, got him in the arm bar, putting it out there. And so Justin says, Ivan Vanko. And Natasha says, "Where is he?" "At my facility." And so, and then, this is also I love too. She just like drops him and goes. Like she's just gone. Like she's just like, I got the information I need. That's it. And whoosh, off she's like on to the mission. Like shoot. So then you see Pepper is like got her phone and she's dialing a number. Before they get into that though, behind them you see really nice framed. We see Stark Exposition 1954.
Oh yeah, it's the old.
So yeah, I mean, so we get to that. We get to see that the maybe in this exact place, this was actually here. Now, I haven't figured out exactly how it lines up to Captain America: The First Avenger, but like, I believe this is the location that they go to visit in 1942 when. Bucky and Bucky and Steve.
Oh,
I think it was this location. Like, because I mean, they go to visit the World's Fair at was at the time. I don't think it was the Stark Exposition, but I think it was here. I think it was like on this same.
Oh no! Wow, that's a great little connection. Well,
yeah.
I meant to bring this up. Obviously, when we're in this backstage area, we do see that there's a series of posters of the past Stark Expo posters.
Yeah, this is the one you get to see most clearly, like framed behind them, is the Stark Exposition 1954.
Right.
And continuing on that design we had talked about way back at the start of this podcast.
And what I think is kind of cool is like, okay, you'd think to yourself, well, that's because they're there. No, it's because this facility has been used for it. And if you've ever been backstage at a lot of like performing arts centers or other places, then they are, you know what I mean? Like they'll have like past things, like past tickets or programs, they'll be framed and on the walls of the halls and stuff in backstage areas. So that's completely understandable. And that's why it would be there. Okay. Again, Sam Rockwell, he's just gotten his lunch handed to him.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that the hair's messed up and he gets up because again, like you said, Natasha now has just walked off. She got her mission. She knows where she's got to go next. She's gone. And Sam Rockwell just such a great, even when his face is in the desk, he's got such a great job of just going, okay, yeah, it's Ivan. Yeah, he's at my place. There's a resignation to it that's just fantastic. It's way to go.
So Pepper's on her phone and she says, "I need NYPD, please."
Yeah.
It's like, who are you talking to? Like
they're gonna be a little delayed getting to you.
Call 911. You could just call who are you talking? Who is I need NYPD? Like, what's the number for 911? Like, who are you calling?
Right.
And Justin is still trying to damage control. No. Like, we can handle this. You don't need to involve authorities. And Pepper says, "Command Central." What the hell who is she talking to? Like, is she talking to like the people here, like the security for the Stark Expo?
Well, she's telling them. She's telling them where to come to the Command Central.
Oh, that's Command Central?
That's what I'm thinking. That's what I think that means. Okay. Yeah, it's very disjointed. I mean, again, they're like half telegraphing here what the conversation is because again, stuff's happening.
Yeah.
That's what I get from that. Is she's trying to tell them where to meet her.
And Justin says, no, honey. Like, Justin,
dude, no.
This is not the time or the place.
She's going to armbar you now.
Yeah, right.
She's going to something else to you. So you need to get out of there.
Remember, she's the one that took down the Ironmonger. And Justin says, "Don't call the authorities." Like, come on, baby.
Yeah.
No. Pepper says, and she's still talking on the phone, says, "Okay, right away. And then she turns, and as he gets closer, she turns to Justin, step aside. And so finally he just like relents, like, all right. And he gets out of the way. And then she goes to the technician and says, "Tell me everything you know. Go." She leans down. And so then we cut away from that and then back to the sky.
Now, I like the assertive Pepper, in this moment. Yeah. But I also think it's funny in that, okay, I'm glad they cut there because here's what the answer to that question is. Tell me everything you know. Nothing.
Yeah, it's like, well, We've been locked out of the mainframe, right?
So about 4 minutes ago, everything went blank.
Yeah, so I'm just watching code go by on the screen now. Literally, that's what it is. Like, they cut to it. It's just like red code just going by on the screen.
I almost wish, okay, this is going to be a weird cut. I almost wish this would take a line from like Jurassic Park. Remember when Samuel L. Jackson, when he tries to log into... I can't think of the character's name. He's trying to log into the systems. Yes, Dennis. Yeah. Okay, and he's got the little grab. Right. I almost wish there was like a Boyd or like a Russian nesting doll, and it was just like yet. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there was a great opportunity. There was a great opportunity to just go, oh man,
you've been whiplashed.
Oh, that would have been amazing. Anyway,
they could have even done the old school graphic with the green ponytail. Like, why is there a green ponytail? All right, so then we're back to this guy. So this is where it's tough to do this kind of show with this, because it's just a lot of shots of Tony flying. Like, it's like Tony flying.
Well, it is, but okay.
Behind him and the thing. So like. What I thought was cool is when he seems to be just looping around the main thing, because as he goes around again, we actually can see the Hammer Pavilion. So as they come around the corner, there's like Hammer's Central, like there's the place where he had got his pavilion there as they fly by it all of a sudden.
And the shot right before that, you see the stage. You can see the top part of the front stage. So again, that's cool in terms of, because we love our logistics, our situational awareness in this.
That's right.
I like the fact that you can see that, and then boom, and then the camera, another one of those, like a camera operator sweeping, watching them, and we get this great shot of the Hammer Pavilion in the distance. People all running in directions.
Yeah. So we've in multiple occasions now. So as the people, they're in New Jersey, as they come running out, they've run all the way to Los Angeles, because as they come running out of the theater, this is actually the Nokia Theater LA Live. It's 777 Chick Hearn Court in Los Angeles. So that's actually the exterior you see of them, like down the stairs running. That is where they are. So because as we know, the movie was shot almost entirely in Los Angeles.
And the stage, when they've done the stage area, we talked about where that is. So like the
actual stage is a set. I mean, so like all the stuff inside there. But so when they're going outside, then they just CG'd everything sort of beyond the columns.
Oh, interesting. All right. So the code. Oh, wow. All right. Cool.
Yeah. So you can actually go visit it yourself. You can go to the Stark Expo stairs yourselves if you're in the Los Angeles area. So as they fly by again, we see the other drones are there now on the move. So as they're coming out, then we've seen Air Force has taken off. We've seen Army was on the move. We don't know what happened to them exactly yet. But now anchors away, Rob, because here comes the Navy. So the Navy, they come running out, and they're like, then they look up into the sky and they see, and so they then start firing missiles at the chase scene that's going on inside. So as they're sort of looping around, now the Navy's like, oh, well, how about we just shoot some missiles then? So
they're providing additional artillery support. A couple things to note as they're looping around. Two things to note: there is a glass sort of fence along one of the walkways that shatters in succession, which I'm assuming they're alluding that the either the sonic wave that is being created by Iron Man going past it, along with everybody else, is causing that. So that's a nice little detail that you can see there. And then another thing I don't know if we mentioned, the contrails, the exhaust flame from both Iron Man and Rhodey's is yellow. All of the Air Force drones is blue.
Right.
And I think the reason for that is, one, because they are different technologies, and you can go look, I mean, they're separate. But in the speed of all this going on, it's an easy clue to the audience to be able to distinguish Rhodey and Tony from the drones.
Yeah, because obviously it's mostly the background is night. Like, I mean, like you're looking at them in the night sky. And so you need to be able to see what it is going on, because they're not, Iron Man's armor doesn't glow.
Right. And then when the a nice little detail here is the Navy drones come out down the stairs. Mm-hmm. There's a great little animation you can see. They stop, and as they get ready, and we've talked about this in a previous minute when they were first introduced, they've got two shoulder-mounted guided missile launchers on both shoulders, but they also have retractable armor faceplates. You see the faceplate before they start to launch. The faceplate comes up to protect their sensitive materials and stuff from these guided missile launchers are going to start blowing back debris as they launch. awesome detail. I mean, it's okay. Again, I love this stuff.
So they
I
start
love
shooting
that.
and they also start shooting then like randomly. Like they're shooting at Iron Man up in the sky, but then also shooting like around. Just
Well, did you get okay?
And they do some heavy damage to the LG Pavilion. Product placement.
Yeah, that's you can see that. Okay, when they launch these missiles, they are designed, even though they're guided, they're designed not necessarily to get Tony. They're designed to cause more damage and mayhem. Right?
Yeah, because that's the thing that we should talk about is what. First of all, are the drones artificial intelligence? Or because it seems to be like he's sort of sending them out there. Like, are they? Is it like? Do this thing that I told you to. Now I'm going to focus on these guys to do this thing. Is like, are they bots? Is he telling him to go out and do this thing, or is he actually like controlling them like as a group? Like, okay, all Navy ones go. I mean, it's sort of like, is it an RTS?
Oh, right.
Is he saying like this unit go to here and do this order, or is he actually like manually controlling each one?
Good question, because I think for this moment, I think this is Ivan telling them to do this. Because if they were AI, why are they going to shoot? Which looks like a lot of these missiles are shooting at the fountains, right?
Yeah,
like they're it's weird collateral like targets.
Yeah.
So
and we do see like the top down map at some point, and he basically starts deploying them to different areas.
Well, no, and that's why I think it is Ivan, because I think they're showing you after they launch these, we get a real quick shot. And again, another panning shot. He sees his CCT monitors, and then he looks to it, and you're seeing sort of the layout. You're seeing the drones, the Air Force drones, and you're seeing these red sort of concussion graphics showing these explosions. I think that's because he's told them, like, just start blowing stuff up.
Yeah. So I think it's just like go to this area, start just firing randomly.
Exactly.
And then I'm going to focus on those over here, and you guys just keep doing what you do until I tell you to do something different.
Right.
So then we see Natasha then comes running out through all the chaos and everything goes the way through. And then we see pass by a security guard, and then you see, hey, look, it's Happy. It's the director, everybody. Happy says, nobody's answering the phone. What's going on? Natasha says, get in the car. Take me to Hammer Industries, which is like, hey, you're the assistant. Like, you don't tell me what to... I don't work for you.
Did I miss something?
Yeah.
Did I miss...
Exactly. And Happy says, I'm not taking you anywhere. And Natasha says, fine. You want me to drive? Like, it's like, we've very much of a difference that we've seen between Natalie and Natasha. Like, she has basically dropped that whole persona now. Like, she is full on into security mode. But it's interesting that even she is not trying to contact S.H.I.E.L.D. She basically, she's not like, obviously, it's Natasha, so does she need backup? No. But she's not trying to reach out to any of the rest of the thing. Like, she is here as part of a team on a mission, but her thing is, like, I know the guy. She never reports in, like, she knows where Ivan is. She just goes to get Ivan.
Now, okay, again, interesting point of the film that, under more observation, has a problem.
Yeah.
At this point, her expressions in the audience to Pepper as this was all happening seem like she's genuinely concerned. Like, she's not acting. She's like, whoa, like, they got roadies here,
right? And
he's got drones, and Tony just showed up, and now he's lost control of them. At some point, even for Natasha, does she not just go, it's hitting the fan. This probably is more than I can handle. We're going to need some help.
Right.
Didn't we hit that point like 4 minutes ago?
Yeah, as soon as the drone started moving, it should have been like, okay, this is like more than me and my well-concealed pistol can handle.
When the large caliber bullets started to rain from the sky, like, at some point you got to go, okay, this went sideways. Nick, we got a problem.
Right? I know. Like, at this point, we have not heard anything about anything being jammed. Like, the only time people have tried to call is trying to call back to Hammer Industries, and they're not answering. Well, we know why. But, like, Pepper's on the phone? Like, well, so, like, she could easily just, like, hey, Nick. Like,
well, okay, and Natasha, here's a continuity issue. Natasha does not know yet that Tony has successfully created the element and has cured himself.
True.
So wouldn't she?
No, actually, nobody in Shield knows.
Nobody knows. So wait, doesn't
he just flew? We don't know exactly. Like he created a thing. Oh yeah, it tastes like coconuts, and then cut to here. And we don't know what happened because there was a perimeter around his house. Like, so there were Shield agents there, right? Like they saw him fly away, and were like, Iron Man's on the move. Like
he's lost. But okay, you don't know any of that. How could she not think that everything is going to be okay? Because the last time, Tony's not well. Like in her mind, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, there's some real concerns here about. Wow, I mean, or do you write it off as that? Well, she's there for a particular mission, and the mission is securing Ivan, and it's like, you know what? I have a mission. Damn everything else, right? Like I'm just going to do the mission that I got to do. I don't know.
I mean, and the thing is, she is not a hero at this point. She's not a superhero. Her job is not to stop civilian casualties or blow up the robots.
Singular motive.
She is a secret agent. Her job is to get Ivan because, in her mind, also, if she stops Ivan, then this stops as well. So, I'm not saying she's not. I'm not saying she's not being heroic here. Like she's running from the thing. That's not what her mission is. But I'm saying she's also part of a team. Like she's not a solo operator. And that's what seems to be a little bit lost here.
Yeah. I mean, I still like the movie, but
but
there's some issues.
Yeah.
A lot of death
and maybe that is addressed later on. I don't know. Maybe I'm just forgetting something. But I'm living in the moment right now and not.
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we're doing.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna find out. Well, we won't find out where she's going, but the ride will continue, and we're going to have a very celebrated Marvel Easter egg in minute 100. So you don't want to miss that.
Yes. So as now we are questioning, and maybe we are questioning some of Natasha's motivations. Mm-hmm. Right now, if you were to ask me, Rob, could you rate Natasha?
Rob, could you rate Natasha?
Right now, it's like a 1 star.
Ooh.
I mean, because I'm concerned. There's people dying, shards of glass are falling out of the sky, bullets, stuff's blowing up, and she's just taking off, and she's on her mission, and a whole lot of other things are going on.
Yeah,
I'm a little concerned. Now, speaking of that, if you were and let's just say if you're going to rate Natasha that, maybe you agree, maybe you don't, but there's something that we can all agree on, and that's the quality of the podcast that you're tuning into every day. And when you think about that, and when you think about what you would rate us, I know there's only one number that you could think of, and that's 5 stars.
That's right.
I hope.
That's where our goal is. So there's 3 sides to the triangle, like the one in Iron Man's armor, but there's 5 stars is the direct line to our hearts.
Please.
So go to wherever you are listening to this thing. If it's on Spotify, if it's on Apple Podcasts, if it's on Google Podcasts, if it's on Pocket Cast, whatever it might have been invented since the time I recorded this to the time you're listening to it.
The dark web. Are we on the dark web?
Sure. Are we on the dark web? I hope not. Let us know how we're doing. Helps us know that you're out there listening, and it helps other people to find the show. And if it's something that you enjoy, share it with everybody. It's the only way we're all going to make it through this year.
Yay.
So, be back here for minute 100 as we celebrate our centennial episode, and we're going to talk about a lot of technology and a very important cameo. You don't want to miss it. Enough said. Bye.